Oh, this is Mr. Hornby 3. This is the Mr. Hornby 3 show. Sorry about that. I started recording a video and I forgot to put my TV on mute. So, the last video I just started, I had to delete real fast because I didn't want to get copyright claim. But, before I get started with the video, I have to talk about, give the warning that this video is not suitable for kids under the age of 13. So there you go. I'll also put it in the description boxes, which what I've been doing lately is putting it in the description, not for kids under 13. And so, in honor, well, I was supposed to do a video last week. I was supposed to do the Bashers Beach review. It was going to be my return video, but this is actually my return video on YouTube. But, it hasn't been a good 2 weeks, so I wasn't in too good of a mood the past couple weeks, so I just said, I'll wait. I'm not going to get into why, but I did do the Bash at the Beach review, coped in with the Facebook Live I just did last Friday. And I talked a little bit about some Impact Wrestling news and all that on yesterday's Facebook Live as well, so now, with all that being said, I can finally get to the reason why I'm doing the video. So, in honor of Patrick Stewart's return as Jean-Luc Picard in the show Picard, which will be on the CBS streaming service, I am going to do a review. The next two videos I'm going to do are reviews of Star Trek The Next Generation, which will be the last episode of Star Trek Next Generation, which I guess you could call it the series finale, which happened, I believe, in 1994. And I'm going to do part 1 of the episode today, and then Thursday I'll do part 2 of the episode and talk about the conclusion and all that. But, well, let's get into it. So, the episode starts out like every other Star Trek episode. You get the little opening sequence before the credits, and Troy and Worf have just got done talking, or just got done coming out of the holodeck, having a picnic and having I guess a romantic dinner or whatever with each other. They were together at this point in the show. And they go to kiss, and Picard comes running out and he says, Counselor, what date is it? And then Worf ends up answering what date it is, and he tells him he thinks he's slipping through time. Which, that's what the whole episode was pretty much focused on, was Picard slipping through the past, the present, and the future. Which, it was pretty much, I guess, he kept going back to the episode where he was, going back to the episode where, the first episode of Star Trek Next Generation, when he was put on trial. Well, Q put all of humanity on trial. Actually, the Q Continuum, but the speaker, which was the main Q character throughout the Star Trek series, because he's also been on Deep Space Nine and he's been on Voyager. I believe the guy's name is John Del something. John Del something, but he's the one that played Q. I guess the main Q character. And so he keeps slipping through the past, present, and future. And in the future, he's pretty much on a farm in France, doing what his brother was doing when they had that episode where he went on a vacation and all that. And he's telling Geordi, future Geordi, that something's going on, and then Geordi says, well, let's go talk to Data. And then I don't think he's really saying anything to the people in the past, but then he's mostly saying stuff to the people in the present time. So he's telling the present time people and the future people what's going on. And they're thinking he's going crazy and cuckoo and all that stuff. But really, he really is slipping through time. And he's talking about this, I think it was like a wormhole or something, a gigantic wormhole that was being created in the neutral zone, yeah. The neutral zone, and future him's trying to find a way to get a ship to get to that. Present day him's trying to get the ship to get to that, and then the, past one is trying. So, pretty much, we find out in the second part, which I'll talk about, we find out why that wormhole is the way it is in the second part, which I'll talk about the second part Thursday. But there was a point in this, I don't know if it was part 1 or part 2, where we find out what happens in the future between Beverly Crusher and Picard. I'll probably talk more about that in the part 2 of this review. So, oh yeah, the title of the episode, which I didn't say, was All Good Things. That's the name of the title. But pretty much Picard slipping through times, and finally at the end he finds out it's Q behind it, and he's being put on trial again, and you'll find out in part 2 why he's being put on trial again. And I'll talk more about part 2 when I do that review. But overall, part 1 of this episode, I really enjoyed it. It was a really good first part to the series finale of Star Trek Next Generation. The mystery was there, you know, all the usual stuff going on in the Star Trek universe at that time was there. And so it's a pretty good episode, and trying to figure out what's causing that wormhole and that, which, like I said, you find all that out in part 2. So I'll give this episode a 4 out of 5. I think it was a pretty good episode, especially for a finale. Usually, sometimes the finales are usually the worst episodes ever, but part 1 and part 2 of this are pretty good episodes. But so yeah, I give this episode a 4 out of 5. I will do part 2 of the Next Generation All Good Things series Thursday. And tomorrow I'm going to be talking about some things on Facebook, and also going to put a Trigen video up tomorrow showing off some new stuff we got for our booth when we go back to the flea market. But yeah, let me know if you grew up watching this show, Star Trek Next Generation. And if you remember the finale, let me know what you thought of it in the comments. Although I thought it was a pretty good episode. And I think they just recently showed, I think sometime last week, they showed the series finale of Next Generation again. Or it might have been the week before. But, you know, they showed the two-parter again. Because they were getting ready to put Voyager on BBC, which that's what you were hearing in the background in the first video that I had to delete because it was, I forgot to mute the TV. But, yeah, that's pretty much it. If you like this video, leave a comment, subscribe for more. Follow me on Facebook, on my Facebook fan page, and my Trigen Toys business page. You can follow me on Twitter at Mr. Hornby3. I have not logged into Twitter in a long time. I'm going to have to put the Twitter app back on my phone, so when I do that, I've been getting Gmails talking about you got a bunch of notifications on Twitter, so I might have to put that back in because I had to get a new phone, which, you know, sucked. But yeah, I'll catch you guys later, and I'll see you Thursday for the review of the part 2 and the finale of Star Trek The Next Generation. Catch you guys later. Peace out.